How to identify, experience, choices, decisions. So now a simple tool for you, how to identify it and when will you identify it? How to identify it. So now we got the root cause. We understood it's not just about minds and patterns and sitting in therapy, talking about it. It's not. There is something you must do beyond going and talking about something. There is certain discipline that you have to build in your personal lives. You must. Collectively, we must, because it is not about the patterns. It is not about the meanings the mind has made. It is not about that. It is about creating that relationship with your mind, that the mind becomes your good friend, not a best friend. Because I always used to say, one of my very good friends used to say, my true friends used to say, the true friend tells you when you're going wrong. A good friend stays by you even if you're doing wrong. And he always said he will be a true friend. So, can you now make your mind a true friend? And can you be a true friend for your mind? Commitment? Can you be a true friend to your mind? Thank you. Now, so we said the emotions, patterns, and memories we observed. And those are the things we have to notice, we have to realize. Now, for us to do that, there are a few things that you must do. You should be having a certain practice that you should set up. Here is one thing collectively for us to, and then if you are committing to this, you're accountable to me. So if you're not committing, if you don't want to be accountable, don't commit to this, right? If you are committing to this, you're accountable to me, which is every day, I want you to set up 10 minutes aside, just either breathing or in silence or doing nothing. Can you make that commitment? All of us, a collective commitment. Can we make that? So that's the only way you will build the relationship with your mind. Slowly, little by little, because right now, because of these inadequacies that we built in our lives, because of the negativity we created, because that negativity motivated us, isn't it? That negativity made us a better person. That experience, the traumatic experience or a person made us a better person to help others, to be who we are. So the mind is wired to go negative because that will motivate you to be better, to do something better. Are you with me here? Now you have to shift it, you have to change it. But the change is only possible by, again, building a relationship. You cannot leave your mind, can you? You cannot leave your mind. So right now, can we make that commitment? If you're making this commitment, you're accountable to me. Show me a hand if you're making this commitment. Just 10 minutes of silence or breathing or doing nothing. It's not reading a book. It's not watching a program. It's not doing anything. It's either silence, breathing, or doing nothing for 10 minutes a day. And you're accountable to me. And that's the beginning of building a relationship with your mind. And in that 10 minutes, whatever comes up, let it come up without reacting, without falling into it. Can we do that? Right? Thank you. All right. So now on any inadequacies, thank you all for making that commitment. And again, if you want if you want that support of being accountable and someone to ask you every day or anything of that sort, so if you want to be that way, I do have a small group where people who need that, they're accountable, and once the purpose is over, they leave. If you want that level of accountability, please drop in the chat box that, yeah, I need that accountability so I can get into that habit. Please leave a message in the chat box, yes, I want to be accountable, and then we will hold you accountable. No pressure, but if you're making the 10 minutes commitment, I'll ensure that we hold you accountable. And once you're done with it, you think, Manna, I got this habit, leave. I never hold anybody back. So once the purpose is over, please do leave. So no pressure there, but please do Let me know if you want and connect to me on the Facebook. All right. Thank you. Now, so now that we talked about all of these things, and now one thing I want to address here, we all worked on the healing side of things, and we worked on the trauma healing and the traumatic memory itself. We worked on it. But once you worked on the healing part of it, now as we today we are and we are asking that, because that negativity motivated us, negativity drove us, we work on the edge. Anyone here who works on the edge, when something is about to collapse, you become a superhero? Anyone here who become that superhero, collapsing when it is collapsing? So because those are all the ways that your mind has been trained, now we took this decision, right? I will not have negativity in my life in order for me to be a better version of myself. But you took the decision, you can see it. Is that enough? So you need another level of understanding and another level of inquiry that is possible. And I want to introduce this inquiry to you today, because please do not suppress it with any other means. And today, if there is something I want to give you, I want you to focus on this self-inquiry without suppressing it, because we suppress it. And maybe again, with I do meditate, I respect meditation, but you should know when to meditate and when not to meditate, how to use that for your own advantage. So do not suppress it with any other means. And I ask you to be open to that inquiry. I only want to give you this inquiry. And if you want to know more, or if you want to build this, or if you want to rebuild yourself, or if you want to understand how to do this, please do reach out to me, and I can help you in that space if you want to go there. But however, the one tool that you should not leave, because as I said at the start, people who experience trauma are much more closer to these higher dimensions and to this amazing spiritual understanding. And that, please do not let go. Is that a commitment? Do not let go, because your minds are very evolved. Your mind has already seen those barriers. So there's one thing that I also want to announce. So if it's anybody, so when I started off, I didn't have the bandwidth to work on healing plus giving that education and understanding to start a new life. I didn't have that bandwidth. Now I have some amazing practitioners on the way, and amazing practitioners who are already there, close to qualifications. So I am launching this new program for 6 months starting October, where it's not just about healing, but also holding your hands to get into that new life after trauma. So that's a 6 months program, and I'm launching in October. So if there is anybody who is interested in it or want to know more about it, please do let me know, and then Andy will share more details about the program. So it's let me know how you want to go about it. And it's just not about healing and leaving you, but it is also to help you to work with your new identities and how to do that. And my idea, my endeavor to create this EMPR method is to give you that one-on-one support through my practitioners for all my clients. So if you work with me in the past, or if you want to work with me, it's between me and my practitioners. We will be working one-on-one with you for 6 months, and then we'll also give you the education and understanding you need to get you there. So if you're interested, just let me know. Yes, please. And there is nothing else other than sending you information about it. That's all we're going to do. All right. Thank you. All right. So thank you everyone for that, and for sharing this space with me and allowing me to share this space with you. So from today's conversation, I want you to step back. I want you to reflect. Everything we talked about inadequacy, because today we didn't talk about a specific problem. We talked about everything that is such a void in some form. And if there is one thing that you're going to take away and implement besides the 10 minutes accountability to me, one thing that you're going to take away and implement, please leave that in the chat box. And that's a commitment, because this journey, self-awareness journey, takes a lot of personal responsibility. If you're not taking that personal responsibility, it's hard to make that progress. So, what is that one thing you're going to take away and implement? Thank you. So I hope you all got something out from today's conversation. And please be on this path of personal responsibility. Self awareness journey is a tremendous personal responsibility. Love you all. And thank you.